Good afternoon and welcome to Shortbridge, your home of Clitheroe FC. Today the Blues entertained Trafford and Clitheroe beat Prescott Cables last week in a fantastic game, an important win for the Blues. So they take on Trafford at 3 o'clock. Please join us here live on Ribble FM. Up the Blues, let's do this. Good afternoon and welcome to your live coverage of Clitheroe FC versus Trafford FC. Two teams that obviously met last season. The Blues winning out 2-0 winners away at Trafford with Conor Goal scoring both goals. But it's a new look Clitheroe side against the Trafford side who drew 2-2 with Workington this week on Tuesday. It was a great result for them. Workington, one of the league favourites, and they drew 2-2, even having a man sent off as well. So Trafford are no mugs today, so it'll be a tough game for Clitheroe. So we have the teams for you today. We've got Chris Thompson, we've got Markel Folds, Cole Lonsdale, Gary Stopforth, Jimmy Mutton, Billy Priestley, Julio Marcao, Ross Dent, Keelan Adams and Danny Wilkins, and that's your team for Clitheroe. For Trafford, they line up as Matty Cooper, Jake Kenny, Dieter Downey, Ollie Roberts, Keel O'Brien, James Neild, Ollie Ford, Ross Davidson and ex-Blues Max Hazeldine, who scored last week against Workington. So he comes back to Shortbridge for the first time. And we've got Ashley Mulholland at number 10 and number 11, Matty Morgan. So the rain is absolutely pouring here at Shortbridge. As you can see with all the umbrellas and everyone's huddled under the shelter as much as they can do. The pitch looks absolutely fine, by the way, so no chance of this getting cold off unless something drastic happens. So we're in for an exciting match here, and obviously the Blues have won the last two games, having a 100% record, and Trafford have drawn their first two games of the season. So they'll be looking to get their first win, and the Blues will be looking to maintain their 100% record. And the referee in Trafford, playing in yellow, take the kick-off. Marco folds his head, he's back to Chris Thompson there. An early ball forward. And looks to distribute early and pass it to Cole Lonsdale just on the left-hand left wing-back position. He looks to spread the ball forward, and that's Terry Cummins on the ball. And that's a good challenge there by the Trafford player, Jake Kenny. So it'll be a throw into Trafford on the right-hand side. And that's Kenny onto Roberts. Roberts just sprays the ball out there to Downey. Downey looking to go back to Kenny, who just mistimes his touch there, and Terry Cummins is using his pace down the wing there. Kenny, difficult. It's a great ball in the box, and that's a bicycle kick effort there from Adams. Danny Wilkins has the ball, who passes the ball out to Markel Folds on the right wing position, who knocks it on to Julio Marcao, who had a great game last week against Prescott Cables. So the ball straight out of play there. That'll be a Clitheroe throw-in. So a really nice cross there from Terry Cummins. Adams attempting the overhead kick, but unfortunately just mistimed it. So early pressure from Clitheroe, and Markel Folds just to take this throw-in on the right-hand side. He finds Brulio. Folds into Adams, who looks to turn his man. It's a decent cross in. Oh, and that was so close there. Ross Dent, who was going in there onto the keeper. Just missed the ball, unfortunately, but that could have been an early goal for Clitheroe there. And looked to start the match with some purpose. That's Cole Lonsdale flicking the ball forward. For Ross Dent, that's a nice touch. Back onto Terry Cummins. He's got Dent to use him, but he doesn't choose to use him. He's running down the wing, but Kenny gets back. That's a good challenge by Kenny. But Ross Dent, that'll be a free kick, will it? Look like a free kick to me. But it's just going to be a throw-in for Cole Lonsdale to take. So early pressure from the Blues. That's Terry Cummins. He's seen a lot of the ball in the opening minutes. That's unfortunate. Trying to flick it back. Kenny boots it away. And that's our captain, Billy Priestley. He's knocked onto Markel Folds in a forward position. Back to Terry Cummins, but unfortunately just misjudges the pass from Folds. So a little breaking pressure there for Trafford, and they'll be relieved. Bright start from Clitheroe. Here's Kenny to take the throw. That's booted forward. Danny Wilkins, look, he wins his header, but back out there by Davidson. Billy Priestley just nods it back to stop forth, back to Billy Priestley. He rakes the ball forward, looking for Adams. Decent touch, but O'Brien just gets there. He's a big centre half, is O'Brien. That has got much pace, but he'll have a hell of a header on him. And he goes back to Cooper. Ball hooked forward. That's a decent ball as well. That's a good challenge there from Markel Folds. The rain absolutely hammering down in this game. There's going to be some challenges, you feel. And here's Ross Dent for the Blues. Looking for Adams, but Niels just intercepts. And it's back to O'Brien. Knocks it out to Kenny. It's Danny Wilkins with a great challenge in the centre of the pitch. Cole Lonsdale back to Danny Wilkins. Wilkins forward, finds Adams, knocks it on for Dent, just needs a touch, but that's a great challenge there from O'Brien. As Trafford look to bring the ball forward, and here's Max Hazeldine, former Blue of course, but that's good tracking back from Priestley. Does exactly what you want of him in those situations. Danny Wilkins again to Brilio Marcau. He looks to spray the ball wide. That's a loose ball to Kenny for Trafford. Knocks the ball forward. And that's out to Ford. Ford in the right wing position, knocks it through to Hazeldine, and he takes the early effort, and it's in! It's in for Trafford. It's Clitheroe 0, Trafford 1. And that was a wicked deflection. It was Max Hazeldine who just received the ball from Ford on the edge of the area, just touched it into the area, took his shot, took a deflection off the Clitheroe FC player, and it just defied the grasp of Chris Thompson. So not a good start for Clitheroe. They started the game well, but it's Trafford have taken the advantage. So it's Clitheroe 0, Trafford 1. Now, there's one thing we found out in pre-season is that David Lynch's team many a time went behind in games, but they clawed it back every single time. So they've had a history of going a goal down. So it'll be interesting to see how we respond to this. Like I say, we've had a bright start. I think there's going to be plenty of goals in this game. Ball, but back to Chris Thompson here. Priestley just, sorry, not Priestley. Mutton just slips as he takes that kick. And as Terry Cummins just picks it up in the middle of the park. He's looking for Brilio Marcau, but it looks like Neil will just get that ball away. Out wide to Matty Morgan. Markel Phils just misses his challenge there, and Davidson passes the ball. Looping forward, looking for Max Hazeldine. Yeah, we've got the confirmation of the goal time is 4 minutes, so it's a very early goal. And Wilkins is back to Chris Thompson. So an excellent start to the game. So Hazeldine scoring for Trafford against his former club. And it's like I said, he scored in the last game against Workington, so he might just be hitting a bit of form, which is not a good thing for the Blues. As Trafford look to bring the ball forward. Hazeldine looking to get on the end of this is against Priestley, but Hazeldine's won out. He strikes the ball and Chris Thompson just grabs that. It was straight at Chris Thompson that, but Max Hazeldine looks extremely lively this game so far. It's Adams, that's a great challenge. He's got the ball. Adams, quick turn. Kenny's trying to get back at him. Adams brings it into the area. That's just overhit that low cross there. But Marcau has still got the ball for the Blues. Markow holds his man, tries to get the ball in, but that'll be a throw-in to the Blues on the right-hand side of the pitch. Adams did extremely well, tackled his man, dribbled into the area. It was a low cross, but just too hard hit, and that's Markow getting it in. Kenny to head it clear. And here's Cole Lonsdale with a strike! An excellent effort by the left-back. He's got an absolute rocket in his boots as Cole Lonsdale when he turns it on. And that was just over the angle of the goal. Not saved or tipped over, just over the crossbar. So it's another effort for the Blues, despite being a goal down here at Shawbridge. The goalkeeper, Cooper, just looking to slow the game down to get rid of some momentum that Clitheroe have been building. As the rain hammers down here at Shawbridge. And if you are watching this at home, hopefully it's nice and warm and dry. And you got a nice cuppa. It's not, it's not warm, and I don't have a cuppa. It's freezing, and it's pouring it down. Well, that's a loose ball, and Ross Dent looking to get in there, and he has! Oh, it's agonisingly wide there from Ross Dent, who was alert for the short pass back to Cooper. And Cooper just gladly sees that go wide, but an excellent reading of the game by Ross Dent, who again is playing a little bit more forward, just as he did against Prescott, which obviously scored his goal. So... And Terry Cummings, obviously, on the left wing as well, who linked up with Ross Dent to get that goal against Prescott. So you can see Lynch's reasoning with that selection. Obviously, Feeney starting on the bench today, so Keelan Adams up front in his own, but Ross Dent is playing in the pocket. So it's Markel Folds on the right-hand side. That's hooked forward there. It's Wilkins on for Ross Dent. A bit of header tennis going on, kneeled over. That's Mulholland's just nods it out. It's a loose ball, but Cole Lonsdale picks it up. He looks to drive forward. He gets the ball in early. Adams. Oh, and that's a great save there by Cooper. Excellent attacking play there from our left-back, Cole Lonsdale. He's already had a shot, a rasping shot, but he brought the ball forward, and it's a great ball in for Adams. Instant hit, but Cooper was equal to it. Priestley gets his head on that, but it looks like Mulholland is then tackled there by Cole Lonsdale, so that will be a Trafford throw on their right-hand side. So it's Kenny to take, knocks it in for Mulholland, back to Kenny. He scoots it forward, looking for Hazeldine. He's turned his man, but Terry Cummings is doing good defensive work there and gets the ball away, looking for Adams. That's a great tackle by Ross Dent. And not only is he playing as sort of a forward attacking midfielder, but he's got a hell of a tackle on him as well. Really an all-round midfielder. I'd probably say box-to-box, to be fair. So Trafford just looking to build from the back is O'Brien. Knocks inside for Holland. He's back to O'Brien. That's a good tackle by Adams. O'Brien using his strength. He's got plenty of that. And that will be a goal kick there for Trafford. So we do have some other games in our division. NPL North West Division. So we've got obviously our game against Trafford now. Ossett United versus Cone. That's 0-0. Pickering Town 0. Dunstan 0. Ramsbottom 0. Pontefract 0. And we've got Workington 1. City of Liverpool 0. Workington looking to build on their average start to the season so far. So Terry Cummings just picks up the ball, knocks it inside. Ross Dent, Terry Cummings looking to get on that ball, but looks to be too far. It slipped on that skiddy surface. Didn't hold up at all. So it will be a Trafford throw. So that's all the fixtures we've got in our division, and the reason that is because obviously it's a preliminary round of the FA Cup. Obviously we've got York versus Warrington Rylands. Now the reason I mention that, is because obviously if we beat Warrington Rylands, Clitheroe will be playing York City on the TV later on. So unfortunately we didn't proceed in that round. Cheers, thanks. So that's a real shame, because that would have been a bit of money spinner as well for Clitheroe. I think he would have won about 30, 40 grand just for playing in that fixture, as it's on TV. So that's a shame. And the other FA Cup fixtures concerning our division rivals are Darlington versus Prescott Cables, Marsk versus Concert, Mossley versus Tadcaster. That's an all North West Division clash. And obviously Runcorn versus Marine, and that again is all teams from the North West Division of the NPL. So it is a shame we got knocked out of the FA Cup, but it means we can focus on the league, I suppose, isn't it? So stop force to get the ball forward. That was a tough challenge by Ross Davidson. But Adams comes away with the ball. Brilliant Markow, and that'll be a free kick. Just clipped there by Downey. So Clitheroe looking to get men forward. As Markow folds. Back to Danny Wilkins. Jimmy Mutton. He scoops the ball forward looking for Adams. It did. Well, I think it is offside, actually. It looked like Adams was actually backing into O'Brien there, but it is offside. So the rain's still pouring down at Shawbridge, and I'm pretty sure it is across the country. Been a number of postponed matches so far across the Football League and non-league. But the pitch looks well. So it's still Clitheroe 0, Trafford 1, with that early Max Hazeldine goal on his return to Shawbridge. So Clitheroe on the back foot straight away as they look to maintain their 100% start to the season so far. But here's Ollie Ford, a missed touch there. Danny Wilkins lays claim to that. Cole Lonsdale just keeps the ball in on the left-hand side. He's looking for the long ball, but no one's offering, so Cooper will just collect that for Trafford. And they'll be happy with their start. They've had not many opportunities. I'll probably say against the run of play that goal as well, to be fair. Billy Priestley wins his header as he usually does. That's Mulholland. Danny Wilkins comes away with the ball. Knocks it out to Brulio Markow. He's looking to take on his man. Folds overlapping, but that's a loose touch, and Mulholland will just clear his lines, but it only goes to Billy Priestley. Clitheroe building up a head of steam here. Out to Cummins. That looks a foul, and the referee agrees. Just pulled his man back there, did Terry Cummins. O'Brien's going to leave this for Cooper to take. It's a good header from Mutton. Stop fourth, back out to Folds. Here's Eddie. Nice try. But Trafford come away with the ball, and Mulholland wins out. That was Mulholland again. And that's a great little flick through. Here's Max Hazeldine for Trafford, but he just misses out there, and Wilkins sprays the ball out, but it hits the back of Terry Cummins. Kenny out to Ollie Ford. Ollie Ford gets the ball in, looking for Hazeldine. Over everyone, that'd be a goal kick to Clitheroe. But it's still Clitheroe 0, Trafford 1. That early goal from Max Hazeldine. So Here's Terry Cummins. Just comes inside. That's a decent ball to Brulio Marcow. He flicks it on. Adams picks up the ball, but he just loses out. And there's Ford. That's Ross Dent with a great block there, and that's knocked out for a throw-in for Trafford. Ball forward to Adams. O'Brien falls on the deck. That's Terry Cummins, picks up the ball from Adams. He's looking to take on his man. Can he get the better of him? But Kenny. And that'll, yeah, well, what's he giving there? He's giving a foul to. He's giving a foul against Trafford there, and I must admit. Oh, is it a throw-in? Sorry, it's actually a corner. Cole Lonsdale looking to take this corner. Sorry, a little bit of confusion there. I thought I'd give you a free kick. I thought it were a throw-in, but no, it's a corner. Cole Lonsdale looking to use the out-swinging left boot, and it is. And there's Adams. Ball went out of play before it reached the penalty area, so unfortunately that will be a goal kick, but Adams got a good head on that. It's a shame. Cole Lonsdale started the game extremely well. Ball hooked forward by Cooper. Hazeldine looking to get his head on that. I think he just got a touch, but Mutton looking to go back to Chris Thompson. And blasts the ball forward. Looking for Brulio Marcow. He gets a nice flick on, but Adams can't reach it. So that'll come out to Trafford again. That's a nice flick on from Max Hazeldine, but Marcow falls, and I think that will be a Clitheroe throw as it just deflected off Dieter Downey. Good defensive work there from Folds. Ross Dent just hooks it out. Adams obviously playing on his own up front today. You see all the fans, all the Clitheroe fans huddled in the shed end, trying to generate noise for their team. Ross Dent again wins the header. Adams to take down. Stop fourth, brings the ball forward, but just Terry Cummins, who switched flanks, will get in there. Brulio Marcow swings the ball in, but too deep. Cooper gladly takes that ball. So the game in an interesting situation now. Obviously, Trafford, a goal to the good. Clitheroe trying to respond, but the game is just levelled out a little bit after the quite ferocious start. But Clitheroe have got obviously Connor Gall, Pilkinson, among others, to come on, obviously in the second half, and hopefully change this if it remains the same. As David Lynch has got plenty of options from the bench and in his squad. Ross Dent picks up the ball. That's a great ball out to Keelan Adams. Keelan Adams, Terry Cummins is inside, but that's a short ball. Danny Wilkins will pick it up. Stop fourth to Lonsdale. Back to Stopforth. Wilkins has got a bit of time here, but he knocks it out to Folds. Folds to mark out. It's a great challenge there from Downey. Brewster hooks it forward to Ross Dent. That's a beautiful touch there. Absolute glorious to watch. Then the referee, that looked a bit soft to me, but the referee's given a foul there for Trafford. So it looks like Ramsbottom have taken a good solid lead against Pontefract. They win. They're currently winning 2-0 against Pontefract. So I'll maintain their 100% start to the season. Like I say, they will be challenging in and around, well, I'd probably say in and around the top two, to be fair. Never mind the playoffs. So we're 23 minutes played in this game. There's no let up on the rain. Blues looking to come from behind after conceding an early goal to Max Hazeldine. Thompson just blasts the ball forward, Dent gets some sort of touch in it. It's out to Danny Wilkins. He's a very intelligent midfielder. Unfortunately, he just blasts that ball forward. Priestley back out. Terry Cummins, it's a decent touch, but Davidson will get in there, but that's a foul. Cummins has made a couple of fouls so far this game. Hopefully he doesn't get too frustrated. Trafford playing extremely well. It's a classic away performance. Getting the early goal. Pressing where they need to. Looking to take advantage when Clitheroe attack. That's a good header from Lonsdale, so it will be a Trafford throw-in on the right-hand side. So Cummins, loose ball to Roberts. He knocks the ball out to Downey. Downey hits it to the back stick there, but it's cleared by Cole Lonsdale, and Danny Wilkins looking for the raking pass, and he's looking for Adams. Adams has got pace, but again it's a skinny pitch and just run out of play there, unfortunately, for the Blues. But it wasn't lucky, it was a good idea. They need to make sure they don't get too frustrated with each other. It's still early in this game. And here's Marco Foles to pick up the ball for Clitheroe. Into Danny Wilkins, he knocks it back out to Folds. It's out to Marco. Folds to Marco. He looks to jink his way inside, and he does do. He's released a bit of space. He goes for the effort. That's a great shot. Here's Terry Cummins. What a finish! But the flag's up. The flag's up on the far side. So unfortunate. There was an excellent effort from Brulio Marcao, who just jinxed his man. Came inside. We're about 25 yards out. Hooked it out. It's a skinny surface. The ball skid off, hit Cooper, who could only parry it to his right-hand side. And Terry Cummins looks to come in there, and it's a bottom corner finish, but unfortunately offside there for the Blues. Real shame, but it's a good sign. It's a good sign for the Blues, who need to get back in this game. It's still Clitheroe 0, Trafford 1 here at Shawbridge. Staying with the flick on, but that will go out for a Trafford throw. It's Kenny to take. It was over Mulholland. It will go out to Ford. He's been fouled by Stopforth. Roberts to take the free kick here for Trafford and take it short. O'Brien back to he knocks it forward to Ford. It's a tough challenge by Ross Dent. Terry Cummins comes out with the ball, just goes past his man. Great ball inside there for Adams, but that's a loose touch, but Wilkins looks to win it. But I tell you what, Neil has done extremely well as he brings the ball forward. Looking for Ford on the right wing. Hazeldine waiting in the centre. It goes in. Hazeldine gets his head to it, but it's out there, and that's a, well, audacious effort there from Roberts. But he had to. It just sat up just nicely there for the Trafford number 4. We go down as an attempt for them. It was developing into a pretty even game here at Shawbridge, as expected. As Mutton just looks to bring the ball forward, but it's a loose ball. Adams needs more than that to feed off, you imagine. So here's Ford for Trafford. Back to Kenny. Kenny tries to go forward, but he succeeds in Hazeldean with a nice flick, but that's a shame. He's trying to get forward on the overlap. But unfortunately, it's a nice idea, but just didn't have the execution. As Chris Thompson finds Brulio Marcao. We'll go all the way back to Thompson here. It's a big header there from Priestley, which we're grown to expect here. It's a good ball inside for Adams, and here's Terry Cummings, but that looks over-hit, but it isn't. And then the ball comes loose, and here's Terry Cummings, and he hits it, that's in! What a finish! What a great finish! It was Adams who was chasing the ball down. It looked like a loose end. It looked like Cooper, the Trafford goalkeeper, would get the ball, but he didn't, and the ball fumbled out to Terry Cummings on the edge of the area, and he just instinctively blasts the ball into the back of the net. Clitheroe back in this game. It's Clitheroe 1, Trafford 1, and it's game on for the Blues. Dare I say they've deserved that. And he'll be happy with that because it's the first time he started a game this season, Terry Cummings, but a good selection by Lynch, obviously. That's paid off big style. So that's a great response from Clitheroe. Falling behind early for the Max Hazeldean goal in the 4th minute. But Clitheroe well and truly back in the game now at 1-1. Around 25 minutes gone. Let's see if Clitheroe can build on this, and Cummings gets his head on that. Kenny under pressure from Ross Dent, and that's a nice flick inside. O'Brien, well, that's another good challenge from Dent. Kenny struggling, and so he just leaves that for a throw-in, so it looks like Clitheroe building up a head of steam here. It's Marcao to Lonsdale. Looks forward. Out for another Clitheroe throw-in just on our left-hand side. There's Ross Dent. Not got too many options on, but he tries to go past his man, past Kenny, but ball inside falls to O'Brien. He just hooks the ball out of play there. So it will be another Clitheroe throw-in on the left-hand side. They continue to move forward. Ball inside for Stockforth, for just loose touch, knocks it to Wilkins, back out to Cole Lonsdale. Cole Lonsdale inside for Wilkins, he sprays the ball out to Folds. Back inside for Stockforth. Out to Mutton, nice ball inside from Mutton there to Brulio Marcao, who lines up the shot. Unfortunately deflected, kind of Wilkins and Brulio got in the way of each other really, and that's a late challenge. But Ford comes away with the ball. Where is Chris Thompson? As Ford looks to come inside, he pulls the trigger left hand side, and that's just wide of Chris Thompson's right hand post there. So it will be a goal kick, much to the dismay of Trafford. I think they actually thought it was a goal, judging by the jeers. Unfortunately for them it's not, but luckily for Clitheroe it is, so it's Clitheroe 1, Trafford 1. Must be a great atmosphere in this game. Trafford have brought quite a few fans. Did see a picture on Facebook of them lined up with a flag at our train station, which is always good to see on away days, so I hope they enjoy the day out in Clitheroe, but obviously not too much, and hopefully the Blues pick up the 3 points. So it's a good head by Cole Lonsdale against Ford. He's gone down holding his leg, and so has Ford. Must have been a clash of legs. Ford looks to be worse off than Cole Lonsdale. Looks like he's struggling. So a goal time of 30 minutes for Clitheroe's first goal in the match. Obviously scored by Terry Cummings. It was a great effort as well. Obviously the goalkeeper all at sea as he was tackling Adams, and the ball just fumbled out to Terry Cummings. And he instinctively striked it in the bottom corner to make it 1-1. So Ford just down getting treatment. It's worth noting that Clitheroe's next game is away at Mossley. We're seeing in Manchester. And we don't do the commentary on away games, just at home games here on Ribble FM. But I'll be certainly going to Mossley on the Tuesday night as a Blues fan. It's a good chance to let my hair down. You know, I ain't got much of it. But certainly have a beer. Okay, so Kenny to take the throw in here for Trafford. He looks for Hazeldine. Gets him, but Ross Dent wins that ball. It's O'Brien against Adams. Here's Cooper. Hooked away by Cooper. Priestley against Hazeldine. A bit of shoving going on. Hazeldine gets the better of it. Wilkins hooks it out to Brulio Marcao, who's under pressure. Gets the ball out to Lonsdale. Lonsdale hooks the ball forward. He's looking for Terry Cummins. All skidded, but that's a decent ball in. Just overhit, but I'll tell you what, he did well to get a ball in because the speed of the ball over the top from Lonsdale was sharp. Folds inside for Stopforth. He looks to bring the ball forward, but decides to use Wilkins. It's quite a heavy pass, but Cole Lonsdale read it. To Wilkins. On to Mutton, who obviously made his debut for the Blues last week against Prescott Cables, and absolutely did a fantastic performance, obviously earning the Blues a clean sheet in that game. And Lynch Hopkins used to use him again, even though we've got Chris Smalley now available as well. So, as we say, David Lynch has got options. Ball knocked forward for Hazeldine. That looked a foul. It is. I think it's a foul. So it looks like Ford is going to be substituted for Trafford, obviously down to that injury that he sustained over the past couple of minutes. And it will be Chris Palmer to replace him, who is an attacking midfielder. So kind of a like for like there for Trafford. So a dangerous free kick here on the right hand side. Got Mulholland, Hazeldine, and obviously O'Brien there, big centre half in the box. Ball hooked in, it's near post, and Stopforth just fumbles it out for a goal kick, but it's the right thing to do. It's the only thing he could do, really, in that situation. So it'll be another set piece here for Trafford, as they look to build a bit of momentum in this game. With Roberts to take the corner, looks to be in swinging with his left boot. Brian again forward, absolute man mounted. He stood there against Jimmy Mutton. And it's Jimmy Mutton gets the better of him there. Ball hooked out by Wilkins, and Adams looks to chase the ball down here for Clitheroe, and that's a nice touch. Kenny looking to chase him down. He goes early, does Adams. Looks to pick up the ball again. And he has. Ball inside for Adams here. Out to Wilkins. He just jinks his man and he goes for effort, and that's just over the angle of the goal there from Wilkins. So nice work from Terry Cummins on the right-hand wing. He knocked inside for Adams. Fell to Wilkins on the left wing position. He cut inside just over the top of the crossbar. But it's another nice attacking move there from Clitheroe. We have played well in this game. It's still Clitheroe 1, Trafford 1. And the football is certainly not matching the weather. It's been a great game so far between these two competitive sides. Both looking to make inroads in the division. Obviously Trafford, they are the draw specialists so far this season. And that is the current situation we have here at 1-1. So it looks like there's been a couple of goals in a Workington City-Liverpool game as well. Workington 2, City-Liverpool 1. I think it did go to 1-1 that game, but it's back to 2-1. That's a loose ball here. And Trafford looked to pick it up. That's a good challenge there from Wilkins. Just back to Chris Thompson. He hooks the ball out. It's about 38 minutes gone in this match. It's another good challenge from Wilkins. Knocks it out to Markel Folds. He wants to bring the ball forward as he has done so far this season. He likes to get forward. Holmes just loses out there against Davidson. Ball looking for Hazeldine. That's a good header from Priestley to Mutton. Mutton looks to rake the ball outside wide, but Kenny gets a head on it. Ross Dent picks up the ball in the centre of the park. Terry Cummings back to Dent. That's a good challenge by Kenny. Ball falls out to Roberts. And Roberts looking for Hazeldine, and Priestley cuts that out. Back to Mutton. So Mutton looking long for Adams. Brulio Markel picks up the ball. Markel folds on the overlap, but that's a good challenge again by Trafford, and Roberts hooks the ball out wide to Kenny. Kenny's got Mulholland as an option. Doesn't choose to use him. So O'Brien. It's Hazeldine who wins it. Here's Mulholland for Trafford. He knocks it inside for the substitute Palmer. Back to Roberts. Nice bit of possession here from Trafford. Here's Palmer on the ball. Knocks it through to Mulholland on the edge of the area. Jinks his way through. Priestley with a great challenge. And that's a foul for Trafford. In an extremely dangerous position. Looks like a shirt pull. Unfortunately. We've got Roberts and Mulholland stepping over this one. This is a dangerous set piece for Clitheroe. Chris Thompson's got to be on his toes in this sort of area as the referee steps out the 10 yards for the players. As the rain continues to hammer down here at Shawbridge. Let's hope the Blues don't fall behind here. So the referee's happy with the wall. Roberts looking to take with his left boot, and that's well over. Not quite into Liddell's car park, but certainly well over the bar. Just hit Lordy's bar, not the crossbar. So that's a relief for Clitheroe. But still Clitheroe 1, Trafford 1. It's developing into a very even contest. Cole Lonsdale to Terry Cummings. Goes for Ross Dent, but Davidson just used his strength there back inside for O'Brien. Where's Cooper going? To Davidson. He knocks it inside. Interesting touch from Palmer. Didn't quite work out that, whatever he's trying to do there. Ball hooked forward, Lonsdale. Looks like ball's out for a Clitheroe throw here on the left hand side. Oh no, free kick, sorry. Call Lonsdale to take. And that's way too deep. Priestley looking to get a touch on it. Love that ambition from our captain. That's what it's all about, really. So again, just reaching the 44th minute now. Very close to half-time. There might be a minute or two for Ford's injury at the end of the half. We'll monitor that. That's Hazeldine with a flick on. He's looking for Mulholland, but Priestley just mops it up back to Thompson. That's Adams looking to use his strength there, but doesn't. Davison, loose ball to stop Forth for the Blues. Out to Brillion, mark out. He's not at the best of halves. Just run out of ideas there, and Wilkins picks up the ball. Out to Folds, back to Wilkins. He looks to cut inside. Out to mark out. Looks to get through his players, and he has. And that looks a foul, and that will be a free kick for the Blues. It's a terrible challenge, really, because I'm sure studs were up there for the Trafford player. Hopefully Eddie Marcow is okay for this, as he might line up to take it. No, he's back on his feet. That's absolutely fine. But just as Trafford had a dangerous free kick, now it's time for the Blues. Let's see if we can punish them from this position. Looks to be Cole Lonsdale. He looks a favourite with his left foot. Already having a couple of efforts that have blasted over the crossbar, but hopefully third time lucky for Lonsdale. A dangerous free kick here. It's Clitheroe 1, Trafford 1. Clitheroe looking to get the goal before half-time, which is always a great time to score. Referee takes the line all the way back to the 10 yards. And looks to be a big distance there between Cole Lonsdale and the wall. So let's see what happens here. Lonsdale to take, and that's straight over the crossbar, and that will be a goal kick. Went for power rather than accuracy there. When really that close, you should probably go for accuracy, really. So it will be a goal kick to Trafford. They'll probably see us out till the... This will be 2 minutes of injury time, like I say, for Ford's injury. And that's confirmation of the 2 minutes. Cooper takes his kick. Priestley, who never loses a header. Mulholland, a loose flick on there. Adams looks to punish them, but Cooper hooks the ball away. It's a great kick as well. Here's Palmer, the new substitute, who replaced Ford. I'm getting really hungry. I'm seeing pies and pies and pies go past my commentary box. I'm absolutely starving right now. Clitheroe also do their speciality food is actually chili con carne on a hot dog. It sounds random, but I tell you what, it is absolutely brilliant. I might have to go for one of those at half time. So into the final minute of extra time here. It'll be a throw for Clitheroe just on the right hand side, but looks like a Trafford player's down injured there. Here's Wilkins looking to run down the right-hand side here. That's a great touch there from Ross Dent. Looks to get the ball in, but no one's there. Terry Cummins looking to get on the end of it, but that's a shame because that was a great pass from Ross Dent. Priestley under pressure there. That'll to foul Hazeldine on Priestley, and it will be. And that is the half-time whistle here at Shawbridge. So it is Clitheroe 1, Trafford FC 1. Really a very even contest. A great footballing match, to be fair. There's been chances at both ends, a couple of set pieces as well. But it was Max Hazeldine on his return to Shawbridge who got the initial goal for Trafford, and Terry Cummins on his league starting debut managed to pull a goal back for Clitheroe after getting a goal disallowed as well, to be fair. So positive signs for Clitheroe. So join us here in 15 minutes time for the second half coverage here on Ribble FM. Hello and welcome back to your coverage here on Ribble FM for the second half of Clitheroe versus Trafford. Obviously it's Clitheroe 1, Trafford 1 in what was a great first half performance from both teams. Some right chances, some tough tackling. Obviously Max Hazeldine on his return to Shawbury scoring the first goal for Trafford on 4 minutes. Terry Cummins equalising for Clitheroe on the 30th minute. Before that having a goal disallowed as well. So I think Clitheroe have had the better of the first half. So let's see how both teams perform in the second half. It's going to be a fascinating contest as the Blues kick off the second half and Wilkins rakes the ball out. Looking for Terry Cummins, he gets ahead and it leaped like a salmon there, to be fair to him. Ball blasted well out of play there. I think he knocked over someone's boot. So it will be a Clitheroe throw-in on the left-hand side. No changes for either team, it looks, to begin with, but there was a first half substitution for Trafford, and it was Ford who got replaced after picking up an injury, and it was Chris Palmer who came on in his replacement. So it's a free kick to Trafford. O'Brien looks to get the ball forward, looking for Morgan, knocks it back to Hazeldine, and that will be a free kick for handball for Clitheroe. It will be Chris Thompson to take this. So your half-time scores in the NPL North West Division. Obviously Clitheroe 1, Trafford 1, Ossett United 0, Cone 0, Pickering Town 0, Dunstan 1, Ramsbottom 2, continue their good start to the season against Pontefract. Workington 2, City of Liverpool 1, as Workington look to get back to business, as they are pretty much the favourites to win this division. Cooper looks to take this free kick for Trafford. It's a ball in, that's a good header by Mutton. Ross Dent tried to pick up the loose pieces, but Davidson to come away with the ball, but Ross Dent hot on his tail. It's not back inside, that's a great cut in there, but Mutton just releases the ball out there. So we've got quite a quick substitution for Clitheroe. It must be an injury for Ross Dent. And it will be Danny Pilkington to make his league debut for Clitheroe. An exciting attacking midfielder. Obviously with rich pedigree with his brother. Oh. Cheers. Thank you. Wow. That was Beth just delivering my half-time pie. Now, I've got to describe this. I've got a pie in a tray, which is great, but it's also got peas and gravy with it. Now, I don't see a fork. So I don't know whether I'm going to be able to eat this. It's my concern. Never mind the football. Yeah, I'm going to have to flag it down for a fork. Anyway, back to the game. It looks like a drop ball. And it's Davidson to knock the ball back to Chris Thompson. It's out to Mutton. Looking to bring the ball forward during Mutton. He's not a ball playing centre half, but he likes to rake the ball. That's a header there by Neild. Ball falls out to Brulio, but he can't get the better, so Davidson looks to bring the ball away. He's played really well, Davidson. He's a strong central midfield player. No messing. There's a loose ball, so it will be a Clitheroe throw-in. It's about to... That's a flag Beth down here. Bet you haven't got a fork, have you? So sorry, it's impossible to eat without a fork. Sorry about that. So Brulio to chase the ball down. That's a great challenge there by the Trafford left back. Not the ball off Brulio, so it will be a throw into Trafford, just in that left wing back position. Looks like Connor Goal, the Clitheroe midfield plays, warming up, and he looks imminently to come on as he takes off his jersey. And there's Markow. That, to be fair to me, that looked like a fair challenge from Downey on Markow as he got the ball, but just to be tough challenged by the ref, so that will be a free kick for Clitheroe. And Danny Pilkinson's over this one. He's a bit of a set-piece specialist, is Pilkinson. So here's confirmation of the change for Clitheroe. And it is Brulio Markow, who will be replaced by a fan favourite, Connor Goal, who's nicknamed Noodles, not because of his long noodle-like legs, but because of his flamboyant hairstyle. And Connor Goal wants to take his position at the edge of the area. As Danny Pilkinson looks to swing this ball in, and he has. That's a great ball in, looking for Adams. It's passed everywhere, just kind of misjudged the timing of his header. But here's the first touches now for Connor Goal, who likes to take on his man in these positions. He gets across him, that's Davidson with a huge boot out, and let's just have a look. So close to hitting someone's conservatory. I'm in a great conservatory spot here to witness any damage. So Clitheroe have used 2 substitutions so far, and Trafford have used 1. A few injuries being picked up. I think it might be just because of conditions. This is a wet, slippery surface. Looks like Craig Hobson for Clitheroe's warming up as well, who scored in midweek against Burnley Academy as he's looking to get game time, but got the equaliser and they drew 1-1 in the under-23 squad. So here's Noodles. Out to Cole Lonsdale. He hooks the ball in. Davison lose control. Terry Cummings was flying in there. And there's Wilkins to pick up. He looks to pull the trigger. That's way wide and almost went out for a throw-in. Wild effort there. Lifesaver, thank you. Did you? Not a puddle full of gravy. I've got a fork. Terry Cummings wins his header, being shoved in the back by Hazeldine, but the referee didn't see it. Marco Falls just headbutts the ball. And Priestley, nice touch. Hazeldine was appealing for a pull back in his shirt, but the referee says nothing's doing. As the ball gets knocked out to Priestley. He's again looking to rake the ball forward, out to the right wing position. Terry Cummings, that's a nice touch. Out for Folds, who was making the overlap, but good defensive work there from Downey. It will be a Clitheroe throw as he looks to build momentum in this second half. They'll be hungry for this victory to maintain the 100% winning streak in front of the Clitheroe faithful. There's Markel Folds. Inside for Stockforth. He lays it off for Priestley in a forward position. And that's, sorry, that was Priestley. There's Mulholland. That's a fantastic ball. Out for Morgan, but just can't control it. And it's Stockforth out to Terry Cummings. He passes the ball. Nice knock on for Pilkinson. First bit of action for Pilkinson, but it's a good tackle by Davidson. So that will be a throw-in. As the Clitheroe fans get behind the lads to get the second goal in this fantastic fixture in the NPL North West League. Stockforth back to back to Mutton, sorry. There's Wilkins with a bit of time and space. He sprays the ball out to Lonsdale. As Gary Stopforth into folds. He's under pressure. Palmer does well just to come out of danger there. He's under pressure. He's done really well, the number 12 there. There's Mulholland. Back to Cooper. Here's Pilkington. Out to Conor Gall. Second half substitutes linking together, but Adams looks frustrated with Conor Gall there. He just couldn't find him with that pass. So that's Downey. Out to Morgan. Morgan with the ball, looks to cut inside. He's found Hazeldine with his back to goal. He sprays the ball out to Mulholland. And the only option that I really had there. That's a low cross, looking for Hazeldine. Got to be careful with his challenges, Priestley. That looks a penalty. It is. It's a penalty for Trafford. I called it as soon as it happened. It was a challenge in the back of Hazeldine. So Hazeldine, on his return to Shawbridge, has caused all sorts of mayhem for Clitheroe as he's won the assist for winning the penalty, but it looks like he's the man to take it as well as he looks to put Blues to the sword. And a great performance for the number 9 of Trafford. There's Chris Thompson in net for Clitheroe against Max Hazeldine. Now extremely interesting here. It looks to be a substitution for Clitheroe, and it looks like Keelan Adams has had a frustrated game so far. He's been replaced by Craig Hobson, who has said has scored in midweek. So hopefully he's in a bit of form as the Blues keep one man up front. Here's Hazeldine with the penalty. Chris Thompson does not move from the spot, and Hazeldine slots it into the middle of the goal on the right-hand side. As Trafford now take the lead again in this thrilling game. So it's Clitheroe 1, Trafford 2. Max Hazeldine with both goals on his return to Shawbridge. So he'll be happy with himself. But Priestley will not be happy with himself because that was a challenge in the back. Quite obvious decision by the referee. So Clitheroe needs to respond again and come back quickly in this game. They've come from behind already. Craig Hobson with a nice flick on there, but all the fans shouted for handball, but the referee said it was chest. I personally thought it was handball. Here's Palmer for Trafford. He knocks it out for Kenny. Kenny on for Mulholland. That's a touch from Cole Lonsdale. He knocks it out for a Trafford throw-in on their right-hand side.
Can I get a tea, please?
Yeah, of course you can. I'll carry that as well. Okay.
So ball hooked on. And here's Morgan, looking to take on his man. He knocks it inside for second half substitute Palmer. Out to Mulholland. As Trafford look to build pressure on Clitheroe. Here's Morgan again. That's a well cut out there from Stopforth, who knocks it out for Conor Gall. He's got a little bit of room to stretch his legs, but decides to pull it back, and here's Stopforth again. Nice 1-2 between those two players. It's a loose ball. And Mutton just collects. Wanting to bring the ball forward here. Knocks it to Markel Folds. That's inside for Danny Wilkins. And he sprays the ball out for Lonsdale as Clitheroe look to get back in this game. They're the better of the first half, but Trafford have made a better start. Scoring an early goal again from the penalty spot.
Just me. Cheers. Thank you.
Ball comes out to Palmer. Davidson just knocks it for Hazeldine to chase down, and Priestley's looking to get back at him. It's a great challenge, and Hazeldine falls to the ground like a sack of spuds after Priestley's beefy challenge. Flick on for Coles Lonsdale, who's overlapped on Conor Gall now. Conor Gall to drift in midfield. Looks for the sprayed out ball, and he finds Markel Fold in the right wing position. He tries to cut inside. He's got to the edge of the byline. Pulls it back for Conor Gall. Ball flicked in. That should be cleared up by Kenny. It's Davidson with a loose ball there, but Terry Cummings just didn't read it. So a bit of a break in play here. As Hazeldine is just looking a bit uncomfortable there, and he has to go over to the Clitheroe fans, and looks to be a bit of banter going on there. To be fair, he's the one who'll have the last laugh after scoring a brace for Trafford. We've got the attendance as well here at Shortbridge, and it is a maximum capacity of 400 achieved today. And to be fair, that means there's about 50 or 70 walk-ons as well as season ticket holders. So a great return for Clitheroe. So it looks like Workington have extended their lead against the City of Liverpool at home. So it's 3-1 to them. That's Markel Foles just blasts the ball. There's a loose challenge. Just give it Clitheroe's way. Bit of a 50-50 on Hazeldine. On Hazeldine on Markel Foles. Obviously the two of them playing in the same team last year here at Shortbridge. But no love lost there in that challenge. And he will go into the book. So that's a yellow card for Max Hazeldine. So here's Mutton for Clitheroe. Again, looking to go long. And he has done. He's looking for Craig Hobson. He's using his against O'Brien. That's going to be a battle. Here's Pilkington. Pilkington's still got the ball. And that's got to be a penalty. And it is. It's a penalty for the Blues. Foul on Conor Gall. So that is a penalty for Clitheroe. So it's Conor Gall that got fouled in the penalty area, and he looks to take this penalty kick for Clitheroe. And obviously Trafford taking the lead to make it 2-1 from the penalty spot, and Clitheroe have the chance to score to level the game at 2-2. This penalty specialist Conor Gall bears down against Cooper. Come on, Noodles. That's in, just slotted into the bottom left-hand corner. That's the equaliser. It's Clitheroe 2, Trafford 2. Fantastic penalty. Sent the keeper the wrong way. And, yeah, fantastic. So Clitheroe faithful, very happy with that as they get behind the lads. Now let's see if Clitheroe can build some momentum and get the winner in this game. Mutton again looks to take the ball forward. Hobson looking to chase down. But it's calmly slotted in by Connor Gold to make it 2-2. He scored about 6 penalties last season, so he is our specialist penalty taker. Did miss a couple towards the end of last season, but certainly made no mistake from the spot there to make it Clitheroe 2, Trafford 2 in this extremely entertaining game. That's Wilkins onto Hobson, great layoff for Pilkington. He knocks it out to Connor Goal. Lonsdale on the overlap, doesn't use him. Connor Goal flicks it inside, and here's Wilkins, who lays it off to Terry Cummins, out to Folds. He knocks it for Cummins. There's nice football there from Clitheroe, just unfortunate, just kind of fizzled out there. So goal time was on the 65th minute, the equaliser. The rain continues to hammer down here at Shawbridge. So the Blues have got 25 minutes to get a winner in this game, plus stoppage time. Plenty of time. We've got no more substitutions to be made. We've used all our subs. Craig Hobson, Connor Goal, and Pilkington coming on. So Brian wins the header against Hobson, who is offside, apparently. Here's Terry Cummins. Just bides his time in the ball. A little 1-2 with Hobson. Terry Cummins tries to find Connor Goal, but that's a poor pass. But Danny Wilkins pitched through the ball. Here's Connor Goal at the edge of the area. Cuts inside. Strikes the ball, but that's a great block from O'Brien. As Clitheroe looks to pile under pressure, trying to get the winner in this match. It's out to Pilkington again. He's been extremely lively since he's come on in the second half. Wilkins out to Connor Goal. Ball swung in. That's out there from Need. Ball just kind of hit there, and there's Tenny Cummins who just slices his effort just past the Trafford post, but certainly Clitheroe got the tails up in this game as he looks to punish Trafford, who found themselves a goal up and then 2 goals up. Clitheroe pulled them back both times to make it 2-2 in this fascinating game. Confirmation that pie was amazing. Even better that I had a fork with it. So confirmation there of a substitution for Trafford. It's Roberts off. And it's Jack Dorney who's come on. So Mutton on the ball for Clitheroe, who's had another good game for the Blues. It's unfortunate Priestley, captain, conceded the penalty against Max Hazeldine for their second. He'll be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a nutmegs there from Mulholland. Ball falls out to Connor Goal. He knocks it back to Priestley. Got a bit of time. Out to Mutton. Mutton has had a lot of the ball, actually. but he knocks it onto Stopforth. Out to Markel Folds, to Cummins. That's a good challenge there. And Hazeldine just tries to find Morgan, but heavy touch. He'll be extremely happy with his performance here today, scoring 2 goals for Trafford. Oh, it's a great touch there. He's into the box. That's a great effort just over the goal there. And Cole Lonsdale with a fantastic run forward. And a great effort. Just over the crossbar. That's about his 3rd attempt on goal from a similar position, but just blasted over the bar. So we're into the halfway stage of the second half. Things just petering out after the equaliser for Clitheroe to make it 2-2. Do Trafford have enough in their tank to get another call? Or will it be Clitheroe to clinch the winner? They've not been ahead in this game so far, but I do think that they have been the better of the 2 teams. The better chances. And that's a nice flick on for Conor Gall, who hooks it on for Hobson. He doesn't have the legs to get hold of that, so it will be Trafford throw on their right hand side. Ball hooked away by Davidson, and Mutton just volleys the ball. That's Downey out to Conor Gall. There's Mulholland. Goal back to Lonsdale. He scoops it forward. Hobson looking to hold at the ball, but he's offside, unfortunately for Clitheroe. And looks like to be another substitution. It will be the last of the game for Trafford as well. So all sides made all the substitutions now. And it's Max Hazeldine being substituted. Much to the jeers of the Clitheroe fan, but he's being substituted for Ben Halfacre, who's a tall lad. Clitheroe fans having a great time chanting at Hazeldine, but like I say, he will be the happiest man on the pitch, scoring 2 goals on his return. So Halfacre to go up front. He looks, like I say, similar stature to Hobson, so a big striker, taller than Priestley and Mutton. Well, Cooper to take the free kick for Trafford, trying to instantly find Halfacre. And it's Hobson against O'Brien, and O'Brien looked to be holding him back there as Neil has to clear the ball. But the ball falls out to Terry Cummins. But that's a free kick for Clitheroe, and that was a bit of a nasty challenge from Neil on Terry Cummins. So Clitheroe win the free kick in a dangerous position again. Danny Pilkington and Cole Lonsdale argue over who's taking a free kick. Cole Lonsdale told to go back to his position. To be fair, he's missed quite a few chances today because they've all gone over the crossbar. So I think Pilkington is the right man to take this free kick. He's had his chances today, Cole Lonsdale. Now it's time for Pilkington. Let's see what he can do from this free kick. So obviously Pilkington being right-footed, so he'd like to think he'd be going to the right-hand side of the goal with this. Just try and catch out Cooper. So it's Pilkington. It's a decent effort. Goalkeeper spills it. And it was Mutton who was following in there, but Cooper just grabs it at the second chance. But it's extremely wet out there, so it is a slippery ball. Priestley all the way back to Chris Thompson. He's out to Stopforth. Got time and space on the ball as he drifts into midfield. The ball just over the top. Ooh. Cooper claims the ball as Conor Gall was running in down on him. So it's still Clitheroe 2, Trafford 2, into the 76th minute of this match. As we get to the business end of the game. Let's see if Clitheroe have enough in their tanks to get this winner. Trafford, of course, played against Workington on Tuesday night, whereas Clitheroe didn't have a game. So fitness might be on the side of Clitheroe. Priestley looks like he's getting forward. It's a ball swung into the edge of the area. Priestley does get his head on it. He's shot on again, and that's just scooped away there by Downey. So it'll be a Clitheroe throw on the right-hand side. There's Downey for Trafford. Scoops the ball out of play, so it'll be another Clitheroe throwing as Clitheroe begin to move forward towards the goal. And that is out of play, and it will be a throw into Trafford. So your other scores in the NPL North West Division. Cone have got a goal at Ossett, so it's Ossett 0, Cone 1. Pickering Town 0, Dunstan 1. Ramsbottom have extended their lead against Pontefract, making it 3-0. And Workington are running riot against City of Liverpool. And it's 5-1 currently for the Reds. Pilkington out, that's a loose ball. Mulholland trying to take advantage of it. And there's Pilkington again to make amends. Knocks it out to Mutton. Mutton chooses to use Priestley. In for Stopforth. He's playing extremely deep in Stopforth. Mutton looking for Hobson. He gets his head in it, but that's a good block there. That's excellent from Stopforth. Just dummies his man. Finds Wilkins, who in turn finds Folds. Back to Wilkins. And again to blast the ball forward. Touched by Hobson. Markel Folds will get that, but the defender's in there behind him, Downey. Good challenge. So the game just simmering at the minute. No one having the better of it so far in what's turning out to be an extremely even contest. Stopforth into Terry Cummins. Pilkington back outside to Cummins. Unfortunately, runs out of pitch. Which hits Conor Gall there, but that's straight out for a goal kick for Trafford. So both teams, have made all their substitutions in this match so far. So no more changes for either side. But something needs to change. So I'm pretty sure both teams won't be happy with a draw. Trafford drawing all their games so far. Clitheroe winning all there, so they'll want another win to go with the other two. It's a half-acre. Quite skillful for a big lad. Out to Downey. He looks to rake the ball forward, looking for half-acre again. And Cole Lonsdale will clear that up for Clitheroe, and he finds Conor Gall in a bit of room on the left-hand wing. Still going is Conor Gall. Back to Danny Wilkins. He's got a man coming in Mulholland, and that looked in the back to me, but it's referee's giving a throw in to Trafford. Davidson's just snuck in there, robbed the ball, and it will be a foul for Trafford as they start to build and make their way forward. O'Brien to hook the ball in. Stopforth to head clear. Wilkins out to Terry Cummins, who looks to use what's left of his energy tanks, but Downey's got the better of him. But that's a loose ball inside for Priestley. Had the option of Conor Gall, but didn't use him. He's gone to Cole Lonsdale. He looks to find Hobson, but O'Brien just gets there before him. Stopforth wins this header. Ball breaks. Here's Trafford to bring the ball forward here. Morgan's just got caught out, but that's a foul. Mark Elders held back Morgan. So it'll be a free kick to Trafford. It's a very stop-start at the minute. No consistency from either team. Oh, Palmer's just missed that. Ball falls to Pilkinson. He looks to drive the ball forward. Terry Cummins inside for Hobson. Hobson to the centre of the park for Stopforth. He just runs out of ideas, passes it back to Priestley. Priestley to hook the ball forward, looking for Cole Lonsdale. Here's Conor Gall. Here's Cole Lonsdale looking to drive in the box, and Hobson was in an offside position, so didn't continue his run. So loose ball. Trafford get possession again with Cooper. Here's Davidson. Out to Kenny. He knocks it out to Mulholland. Mulholland to square it. Folds. Wins that. Here's Terry Cummins. Turns nicely. Knocks it to Cole Lonsdale. Onto Conor Gall. Flick onto Terry Cummins. This is good football from Clitheroe as they look to drive forward here to the edge of the area, but that's a good challenge there from Davidson. So it's still Clitheroe 2, Trafford 2 in this match, as the game's just drawing to a close now in the final sort of 10 minutes. That's a ball out for Markel Foles, looking to run down the right wing here. Terry Cummings is in support. Foles doesn't use him yet. Takes on his man and cuts inside. That's great energy from the right back. Finds Wilkins. Out to Cole Lonsdale. He's been working tirelessly this game. Conor Gold gets his ball in, but doesn't get past O'Brien. Stopforth just picks it up, as he does in those sorts of areas. Conor Gold again to swing the ball in. That's a bit deeper. Craig Hobson, back stick. Oh, ball's not gone in. It was a great header from Craig Hobson. It deflected off Cooper, the Trafford goalkeeper, but the ball just didn't have the legs just to dribble into the back of the net. Extremely frustrating there from Hobson, but good signs. A great ball in for Conor Gold. So still Clitheroe 2, Trafford 2. Stopforth gets to the ball first in the centre of the park. And there's Cole Lonsdale, who's got taken down there by Mulholland. I'm surprised that's not a booking, so it will be a free kick to Clitheroe and a chance to get the ball into the area. Looks like Mutton and Priestley are going forward for this. So it's Cole Lonsdale and Pilkington over this. Obviously both right and left footed. Looks like it will be Cole Lonsdale. Let's see what he does here. And he swings it in. It's deep. It's back stick straight to Cooper. Hamilton with an awkward header. Priestley to get the ball away. That's Palmer with an aimless ball forward, and that's Noodles. Not really doing well with that header. There's Terry Cummings back to Folds. He knocks the ball forward. No one there. There's Neild. Out to Kenny. He puts it out to Mulholland. He's wearing gloves even at this time of year. Mulholland, that's a decent ball out to Downey. As Trafford look to put on the late pressure. Ball swung in, it's deep. Just missed his header there. Just Downey in, but it's Priestley to get the ball away for Clitheroe. Hobson looking to chase down the ball. Need just lets it out for a Trafford throw-in. So we're getting into the very latter stage of this game. Looks to be in the 89th minute here. No indication of how much stoppage time will be left, but it looks like this game looks to be winding down. But there's still time for either side to get a winner. There's Morgan. Inside, it's Morgan with the ball again. Inside for Mulholland, who knocks the ball out to Downey. And that's a terrible, terrible effort. So it will be a goal kick for Clitheroe as we approach the injury time. Chris Thompson into Priestley. Clitheroe look to get men forward here. Both full-backs are well up. Priestley hooks the ball in. That's not a good ball at all. And Trafford come away with the ball. And it's Morgan. Looks to be a foul from Mutton. That's not a good time, nor a good position to give away a free kick. A bit of a clumsy foul there. So free kick to Trafford. Looks like Mutton will be going in the book as well. That's the yellow card there for Mutton. Palmer looks to take this for Trafford as they look to get the winner in this game. Palmer to hook the ball forward. There's O'Brien who gets his head in it, but Chris Thompson just grabs the ball. I mean, looks like it's 4 minutes of injury time here at Shawbridge. Clitheroe 2, Trafford 2. Final 4 minutes of the match. As Clitheroe get all their players forward. There's Mutton. Just to hook the ball forward, looking for Connor Gall. Ball falls for no one. And here's Mulholland on the right wing. He's got a couple of options. Knocks the ball onto Morgan, who cuts inside, but that's a decent ball. It's a shame. Knocked out of play there, so it'll be Trafford throwing on their right wing position. Half-Acre just flicks it on for Mulholland, but Collinsdale leaves it. That will be a Clitheroe throw-in. Trafford looking to slow the game down, it looks like, because they'll be very happy with this point away at Shawbridge. There's Half-Acre looking to again waste time in the bottom corner, frustratingly for Clitheroe. That's got to be a foul, and it is a foul, so it'll be a free kick to Clitheroe in the left back position as Mulholland looks to waste time again. There's only a couple of minutes left now of injury time. That's Hobson out to Connor Gall. Knocks it inside for Stockforth. He knocks it back for Mutton. They've got to get the ball forward, Clitheroe, if they want anything in this game. Here's Cole Lonsdale. He's got to bring it forward now. Hobson onto Pilkington. That's Neil to clear the ball away, so a bit of late pressure here from Clitheroe as they look to get the winner in this game. Is there a final chance here for Clitheroe? Stockforth to knock the ball in. That's a header by Pilkington. Ball falls to Pilkington. That's ref's going to play on with that. He's let advances go. And that's... he's kept it in as Morgan. It's really good energy from the number 11. Oh, and that's a great flick on. Dowdy. Oh, it's very close there from Trafford. It looks like potentially the last effort of the game from both sides. Not a bad effort there from Downey. Hobson misses his head and it goes straight through to Cooper, who will be interested in only one thing, and that's wasting a bit of time. As we approach the full-time whistle, and still Clitheroe 2, Trafford 2. And there it is. That's your full-time whistle. The game has ended. It's been Clitheroe 2, Trafford 2, in what's been a very entertaining game, full of challenges. Some very good goals as well, a couple of penalties. Trafford took the lead in the early stages, the 4th minute of the first half. It's Max Hazeldine on his return to Shawbridge scoring the first goal. It was then Terry Cummins on the 30th minute who got the equaliser. Then Trafford won a penalty in the second half on a foul from Priestley on Max Hazeldine. He took the penalty and slotted it away for his brace of the match. And then later on, Connor Gore was fouled in the second half for a penalty, and he decided to take his penalty, so it was to make it 2-2. But no team really enforced themselves onto the match after that. So the game has ended. Clitheroe 2, Trafford 2, and a fantastic match. Join us here next with an interview with hopefully the manager or possibly a player. Stay with us.